Hello YouTube and welcome to another video. In last video we learned about tweening, where essentially it is the animation between two different values, and you can create some really cool animations. So one of the animations that we have here is we are going from radius 2 to radius 4, and we can see that it is getting larger. It's automatically calculating different numbers, and then so it goes from a radius of 2 to a radius of 3, I should say. The default was right here, so a radius of 3 to a radius of 4 in 2 seconds, and then we go back to the default, which was right here in the create signal, and we go back and then we wait for a second. So that's how tweening is essentially done. Much like tweening deals with time, today we're going to talk a little bit more about time and what it means with Motion Canvas. One of the beautiful aspects with Motion Canvas is this bar right here. It allows us to, instead of modifying the animations with code and trying to figure out, okay, is it 10 seconds, is it 7 seconds, or whatever, and keep going back, you can just do it with the UI. So code when it makes sense, use the UI when it makes sense. It's the best of both worlds. So let's learn a little bit more about time events in this video. So one of the pain points of creating animations using code is synchronizing them with audio. So in this case, I could use Motion Canvas to make a YouTube video. Actually, this is one of the reasons I decided to go and learn Motion Canvas, is to make videos for you guys. And I'm trying to figure out, do I want Remotion? Do I want Motion Canvas? I first learned about this concept because I used to watch the channel 3 Blue 1 Brown, and they used Manum, which the guy created himself. And while I'm not a Python dev, Manum doesn't really support a concept such as time events, and I looked at Remotion, and it didn't seem like they did either. So that led me to Motion Canvas. It's in JavaScript or Node.js. That's what I'm used to. It's using more of React type syntax. Again, that's what I'm trying to learn and what I'm used to. And so Motion Canvas just seemed like a great fit because of timed events. So imagine you'd like to create a certain animation at the start, right after some specific verbal cue. With a code-only solution, you're left with hard coding how long or until which frame you want to wait. In Motion Canvas, it can look a little bit more like do animation 1, wait for pi, I guess, and then do animation 2. Eventually, this approach gets really tedious. Maybe I'm doing 3.1, 3.2, 3 point whatever, just to get the right value. And it can be very tedious. Not only do you need somehow to find the exact timestamp to wait for, but also each time you modify the voiceover, you have to go through your code and adjust these hard-coded numbers. So if I have from 10 to 20, I have a clip that I now modified or changed. All of my other things that I programmed are now more challenging. A lot of math has to be involved. With Motion Canvas, you do this with drag and drop this little bar right here. So this uses the wait until. Yeah, you can still do the hard coding with wait for, but wait until allows you to pause it if you need to. So let's actually use let's try something. yield. And actually, I want to change this and see what happens. So we have wait until, and I change this to event, and then this is red because I don't have it up here properly. And that's not working because it's not part of core, apparently. Did you mean wait? Oh, I said wait unit. Jeez. Sometimes I can't spell. There we go. So wait until event. If I look at this, let's see if I refresh this. Does that anything change? Wait until event. Why didn't that do anything? Let's look. Eventually this approach will get really tedious, blah, blah, blah. Can be paused animation without specifying the actual duration. This will cause the event to appear in the editor. From there you can drag and drop it to adjust the timing. The dark tail behind the event illustrates its duration. It starts at the moment wait until it's called, and this is when the animation will be paused or resume when the playhead reaches the event pill. Okay, so that's when the event is going to be paused, and it says the event playhead. So I'm guessing that's the beginning of it. Well, I'll play around with the animation, see if I can see anything. By default, just in time will also adjust all events that happens after it. This is useful when you want to extend or shorten a pause in your voiceover because correcting the first time event after the pause will also fix all events after it. You can hold shift when editing the event to prevent this from happening. Okay. Aside from specifying when something should happen, time events can also be used to control how long something should last. You can use the use duration function to retrieve the duration of an event and use it in your animation. So let's do that instead. And play around with it for a bit. Wait for one. Okay. So this, we can say use duration event. Hopefully I spelled it correctly. Yep. Oh, event. Oh, we got our event. So it's getting bigger, bigger, bigger for. So we start with nothing. And then we see it getting bigger, 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 bigger. And things start getting smaller. So it would be the very so it'd be like right here, I'm guessing. would be when that is. So if I make this smaller, okay, so now it goes really, really fast. And then so I can play this around. Boom. Boom. Okay, now I can make this bigger. And if I call this event again, what happens? It gets confused. Event 2. And bigger. Event 2. And then waits for a second. 5. Take a little bit longer. Okay. It doesn't seem to be working as I would expect it to. Because I have my first event. It happens from here to here. Now I go back to the default. Which actually ends over here. Why is... Get rid of this yield. Yes. We have another yield here somewhere? No. Use duration event 2. Event 2 is not doing anything. If I get rid of the other event, press B to why is event 2 to use duration. Yeah, circle grow. Huh. Like that would be a very simple thing. Huh. Let's see what we can do again. Yeah. Weird. Okay, let me try play this with this a different way. Why isn't this? Why is this paused? Did I break it? Let's try this again. Paused. Why is it paused? Let's go back to the way it was. Okay, this is how it was. Paused. Do we have any issues? Debug. I don't think so. I don't know why that's not working anymore. Let's see. Let's see if we can recreate something like this. So yield. Oh, this is going in a forever loop. Maybe. This. Never so easy, is it? Oh. What is going on with here? Anyway, it says there's a motion canvas update. Fiddle init in Firefox. Let me pause the video. Let me restart Firefox. And then I'll update motion canvas. Okay, Firefox is now updated. Let me go into here, and this npm outdated. We can see that we are not using the latest stuff that we should be using. So npm update. Okay, so motion canvas. I don't know if that actually did anything. No, it didn't. Okay. So let's do that this way. 17. Oof. 2D had that 0.1. Not fun. ffmpeg. Once that's the latest version, latest, Vite plugin. Okay, so it looks like they're going to try to standardize all the version releases. TypeScript is 5.5 that, and then this is 5.4 Okay. PMI. PMI. Everything's good. npm start. Nope, that doesn't fix anything. Let me test this in Chrome real quick, see if I'm having the same issue. Same issue in Chrome. So maybe it's an issue with the logic itself. These are some very valuable debugging tips. You mess with time, it messes with you right back, I guess. Okay. Now this is just a single frame, there's nothing there. So then if I default, we talked about was a keyword. Radius. Would that work? No. Oh, these are by frames. These markers, because I have it set for 30 frames a second. What could it be? Let's try another one of their examples. Wait, until invent. Oh, that's a yield. Wait until, are they missing the star? Maybe. Go here. Let's just make the circle grow. See if that does anything. Create ref. What was that in there? Use duration. What was there? Maybe there's something with the actual project that's wrong. Let me stop this. I'm going to delete all of the motion canvas is optional files. Let's see. Meta. Delete that file. Project meta. Maybe I'll delete this file. I'm just deleting files randomly at this point. Okay. npm should you go to npm start. Okay. I got my circle. It's not really scaling. If I say 2, okay, that appears. And I can see my circle scale. Okay. If I say use duration, that disappears. I think this is definitely a bug in Motion Canvas. This has to be. Yeah, this has to be a bug in Motion Canvas. Wait for, if I go one, and wait a second, and then I can say scale to 1, maybe. If I say a wait for and a use duration. Okay, so that works. Make this really, really long. Okay, that seems to be working. Putting a use duration there. If I go wait until, which is essentially the same thing. Let me put this AAA. Now it works. I don't understand what happened there. Let me put the file I had back and see if it magically works again. Dot to what is it? 3. There's default, right? Yeah, default. And 2. Oh, big, and then back to small. Big, and back to small. If I said wait until AAA, and now we're having now it's working. I didn't do anything different. This is now acting exactly how I thought it would act. Sometimes this stuff just breaks randomly. I am convinced that this was a bug. I don't know how it fixed itself. But, yeah. I don't know which one of the steps that I did caused it to fix itself. Like a better background color. Of course, that didn't work. Yeah. We'll learn how to do the background, I guess, in another video. But sometimes just playing around in here kind of helps. I don't know. I don't know why that's like that. Anyway, that is how to do timed events. And we encountered a bug. We try to debug that bug and learned more about time events in the process. So thank you all for watching. In the next video, we'll go over transitions from one scene to the next. Until then, catch you next time. Bye.